You ever had one of those moments, spending time with your family, or maybe even close friends, and you say to yourself, wow, that was fun. I had a great time. Do you remember where you were? Do you remember who you were with? Do you remember how you felt? Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, my message to you today is this: cherish the moments. Why? Because life is too short. I want to share some moments with you I've cherished spending time with my family. After all, I come from one of the largest families ever to come out of Guam. My father had 17 siblings. I have over 50 first cousins. With a family that big, you're bound to have many great moments. For me, it began in 1971. That was the year my father retired from the Air Force. He wanted us close to the family. But instead of moving us to Guam, he brought us to San Diego, because at that time, most of the family had already moved here. It was in 1971 I learned a very important lesson early on, and that lesson was this: because I had over 50 first cousins, I had to be extremely careful, especially when it came to checking out that pretty girl across the room, because she actually might be family. I was 11. I was just starting to like girls. I was in a room full of people I barely knew. And then all of a sudden, there she was. Beautiful girl, long black hair, blowing to and fro by that warm summer breeze. Which was kind of strange because it was wintertime and we were indoors. But I digress. As I stood there staring at her like a lovesick puppy dog, I said to myself, wow, who is that pretty little angel? I think I better make my move. Whatever that was for an 11-year-old. Just then, I heard those dreaded words from my aunt. By the way, Joseph, this is your cousin. What? What kind of cruel joke are you playing on me, auntie? I knew then I was barking up the wrong tree. Or as they would say in Guam, barking up the wrong coconut tree. Look, I had a good relationship with my girl cousins, but the moments I cherished the most were with the boys. We had 7 boys within 2 years of each other. Whenever we had family get-togethers, the boy cousins would hang out. 1972 will bring a moment that will go down in Deleon family folklore. We're at my aunt's house for a barbecue. My aunt had a house overlooking a big canyon. There were 4 of us boys there who were getting a little bored, so we thought, why don't we go explore the canyon? So we took off. It was my cousin Peter, he was 13. It was his brother Joseph, he was 12. It was our cousin Edmund, he was 12. And yours truly, I was 12. When we get out there, Peter takes out a box of matches, spots a small patch of dry brush, takes a match, flicks it on it, and catches on fire. Then he stomped on it. The 3 of us, we looked at each other. We looked at Peter, we said, wow, Peter, that was amazing. You would have thought we were cavemen discovering fire for the first time. We looked at Peter, we said, hey, Peter, that looked like fun. Can we join you? Peter looked at us, sure. So the 3 of us, we spotted another small patch of dry brush. We stood over it and waited for Peter to strike the match. Oh, Peter, light it already. He lit it. It catches on fire. And the 3 of us, we stopped on it! Yeah! Yeah! High five. Folks, we didn't have video games back then. All of a sudden, Peter, who was the oldest, and by default was the wisest, decided to share some wisdom with us. He said, why don't we let the fire go a little bit longer this time? I could see nothing but good coming about. The 3 of us stood there thinking, wow, Peter, that's quite the concept. Let it go a little bit longer, you say. Nothing but good. We responded with great enthusiasm and conviction. Hey, okay. What do you think happened? Fire! Yeah. All of a sudden, I see my uncles running out, one with a rake, a broom, and a shovel. What are they going to do, make a garden? But I have to hand it to my uncles. They fought the fire with great tenacity and courage. I mean, to go face to face with the flames, and not one of them, at any time, put down their beer. Hey, we're here to fight the fire. Yeah, I could see that, Uncle. Yeah, you might want to put that rake a little bit closer to the flames, though. Yeah, right now it looks like all you're doing is raking up coyote duty. Okay. So what happened is that we waited, and the firemen got there. And they questioned us. Okay, boys, who started the fire? 4 of us, we couldn't even make eye contact with each other. We just looked down. I don't know. We're just a bunch of morons. We were little Guamanian morons. Gorons, Google it. Type in Goron, you probably get a picture of a little island boy trying to start a fire, rubbing 2 coconuts together. That moment took place in 1972. That was 45 years ago. To me, it went like that. How many of you drive to work every morning? You get there and you think, wow, how did I get here? I don't remember the drive. Driving to work has become so routine to you that you start losing out on all those little details. Life is like that. If you get too caught up into the routines of life, you're going to wake up one morning, an old man like me, look in that mirror and say, wow, where'd that old guy come from? What happened to all my beautiful hair? Is that my teeth? How many of you have seen the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off? What a great movie. Ferris had that one great day, that one great moment. What was the words he said at the end of the movie? Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around a while, you can miss it. Folks, don't miss it. When you spend time with your family, your close friends, you develop those memories, those wonderful moments, I hope when you look back on them, it puts a smile on your face. But more importantly, I hope you will cherish the moments. Why? Because life is too short. Madam Toastmaster.